Welcome to One-on-One. I'm Steve Adubato. It is my honor, my pleasure to introduce Samantha Rizzuto, who is founder and president of an organization called STEMCAM, a senior academy for math, science, and engineering at Morris Hills High School. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
And you were 2014 Governor's Jefferson Award winner. So for people who don't know what that means, tell everyone.
So the Jefferson Awards is an opportunity to recognize someone who's doing something specifically for their community that benefits either a small group or a large group, and I was nominated by one of my past teachers for starting STEMCAM.
STEMCAM is?
It stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, through building confidence, changing attitudes, and mentoring programs. And it's a great hands-on opportunity for young students to learn math and science in a totally unconventional way.
Where'd you even come up with this idea?
Well, I was a teacher helper when I was in 4th grade, and I realized how powerful it was being an older student helping with younger students, and how they look up to older peers because they think that you're cool and they want to be just like you. So I love math and science. It was a passion of mine, and I really wanted to instill it in other young students before stereotypes come in and make it too dorky or too geeky, or I'm a girl so I can't do it. So I decided to use the power of being an older student, but still a student that can relate to these young students, and use that to my advantage to help teach.
Now, the kids who are in STEMCAM, is it 2nd through 5th grade?
Yes, that's our target audience. However, we have worked with students as young as kindergarten, and I've done middle school assemblies as well.
Tell us what goes on, I mean, so people can really get a picture of it.
Well, typically we start off with an icebreaker and some questioning to get the juices flowing, and then we have a small lecture. I'll discuss and introduce the topic for the day, followed by an engineering challenge or some sort of hands-on science experiment so that students can really engage with the material at a different level.
I'm curious about this. The idea of coming up with this, how did you go from the idea to implementation?
It was challenging, particularly because I started when I was a sophomore in high school, so it's difficult to ask an adult, hey, can you leave me with 25 students who are between 2nd and 5th grade? And it's just going to be myself and a couple of my high school friends. So that was a challenge that we really had to overcome. But I started by asking librarians, hey, can I run an after-school program? It's totally free, and it's a passion of mine, and I would really love the opportunity. And then from one library saying yes, word of mouth traveled across libraries, and we've had programs in 7 different libraries now.
Give me one significant benefit that you feel the students have taken away from this.
By having the opportunity to engage outside of the classroom with the material, hands-on, really being self-motivated and asking yourself questions, learning to engineer, all of these hands-on experiences are something really special that you don't always have time to have in a conventional classroom. So I think that's really key.
You know, the other thing in the middle of all this, I'm reading your background. It says, oh yeah, by the way, Samantha is involved with the Miss America organization. Where does that fit into this?
Well, STEMCAM was something I started because it's my passion and because I'd love to teach students. However, because of my involvement with Miss America, I've had the opportunity to broaden it to such a bigger scope, and it's
Look
had
at a picture of you right there and Senator Cory Booker.
Yes, that was actually at the Jefferson Awards. He was helping me put on my crown. But my platform for the Miss America organization is actually STEMCAM, and balancing the equation, getting more girls involved in STEM, but encouraging America's youth as a whole, because we really do need more math and science professionals.
Wait, your platform for Miss America is promoting science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yes.
What kind of reaction have you gotten from the other Miss America participants?
Well, Miss America has actually shifted that this is something that the program on a national level is really starting to advocate. 1, because it's empowering to young women, and 2, because this is the future. Math and science is so key in our military, in our technological advancements, and everything that we do. It's really key. So it's becoming greater for job opportunities, and because it's so empowering to women, Miss America has backed it fully. And that's something that the other contestants have actually been really encouraging with me, and they've wanted to jump on board.
Pageants get a bad rap?
Sometimes, unfortunately, yes. But Miss America is just such a great organization. I actually received a full tuition scholarship through my involvement with the teen program. So I advocate it, and I like to break stereotypes clearly. So I love talking about the Miss America program.
It's interesting to me. You're clearly a leader.
Yes.
You're a trailblazer. Mind if I ask you a question about leadership?
No, go for it.
What is the most significant lesson you learned about leadership in your vast career already? What is it?
It's important to take into consideration your audience and who you're leading, who you're really trying to reach, because I communicate with 2nd to 5th graders much differently than I communicate with teachers and parents of those students. So it's always key not to push your own agenda, but to really take into consideration what the people who you're trying to lead are looking for.
You have to know your audience.
Yes.
What's the game plan after this for you?
I'm going to Auburn University next year, so graduation's, well, Miss New Jersey's first, then graduation, then off to college. I'm majoring in physics in college, and then I'd like to work for the U.S. military.
I bet you're going to have a great career and make a difference in the lives of a lot of people.
Thank
And
you.
we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
You're one of the 2014 Governor's Jefferson awardees, and that is why it's such a great honor to see people like yourself, particularly young people, making a difference. So congratulations, Samantha Rizzuto.
Thank you so much.
And all the best with STEM Camp.
Thank you.
Stay right there. We'll be right back right after this. Congratulations.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Oscar Health Insurance, PNC Bank, New Jersey Sharing Network, Bergen Community College, New Jersey Resources, Johnson & Johnson, and by Kessler Foundation. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.